everyone, I'm Mind, and I just got another issue of the LEGO Ninjago magazine. As always, I think I'm a little bit late on this one, but I am finally home from college, so hopefully the next two magazine reviews will actually be on time. But anyway, this magazine comes with a Scuba Zane minifigure, and you guys know the deal. We'll take a look at him at the end of the video. First, let's take a look at the magazine itself. So here is the full cover of the magazine, and it says LEGO Toy Scuba Zane plus Harpoon Driller. LEGO Toy Poke Giz. They did that in a previous magazine where they pointed to the sword and said poke. Not sure why they do that. Win LEGO prizes. Mega Mech. Is this awesome upgrade too powerful? Sick puzzles. Swarm attack. Boy, that's heavy metal. Good catch, guys. We have lots of whippers, and this is an advertisement for the comic, I guess. And then we have Earth Ninja versus Sea Serpent. Alright, very interesting. Let's see what's inside. Oh wow, they swapped out the Seabound ad now for a core ad? Or kind of a core ad. They have one legacy set here and then 3 core sets. It's a strange selection of sets. I'm not sure what they chose those for. But okay, I'm all for having like up-to-date advertisements. Very cool. Here are the table of contents. And now let's flip to the next page. So here is the bio page on Zane. This cool equipment helps me at any depth. Zane, although the Ice Ninja works better with frozen water, he still battles hard for his friends in the endless sea. That's how he finds out that the interference of Nia's elemental power originates from the Tartarus Trench, and the evil sea creature Bojira is behind it. Ah, so this is a game where you have to identify who this is a silhouette of. Can you guys complete this game? Let me know in the comments, what villain do you think that is? I know it's going to be a tough one for you all, so I understand if you guys get it wrong. Alright, so this is like a pattern recognition game, and then this one is just a maze. Okay, cool. The pattern recognition thing's kind of new for this magazine. I don't remember having a game like that before, so that's fun to see they're mixing it up. Alright, this one you just have to match the different Lego bricks to the to this wall right here. Yeah, not that interested in that game, but this drawing of Bojira is really cool. I think that's the one that's used in the box art, but I've never seen a flat image of it. And actually, I kind of wish we saw the full thing here and it wasn't like broken up into those pieces. Very interesting. Then we have Trouble in the Temple. Alright, and then this is just like a seek and find game where you have to count all the things in the image. Okay. Also, is that did King Trimar always look like that? Did he have that many tridents on his forehead? That's absolutely ridiculous. I love that design. Here we have the Manta Ray Swarm, where you just have to count how many of each color there are. And then there's a few other questions. Okay, they seem to be mixing up the games in this magazine. I like it. Alright, and this one you have to match the numbers to the letters to complete the mech. And then we are at the comic. So as always with the comics, I'm not going to read the full thing to you guys, but if you want to read it for yourself, feel free to pause and do so. But if I notice anything especially funny or interesting, I'll point it out. Okay, wow, this is a really good start to the comic. Cole's talking about how the different members of the ninja team are processing Nia's loss. I think this is going to lead into the next season. I've talked about this before in previous magazine reviews, but it's important to remember these comics are not canon, but they're meant to tie in with canon. So even if this isn't canon, it's probably leading up to something that is. So them talking about, oh, Nia's sad, Kai's impulsive, that's probably going to play a role in the next season, even if this exact story is not. Also, the Evomech's making an appearance. And the Shuricopter's going wub 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 wub. Okay. Okay, so Gripe and the other Hydro Whippers want to take Zane's mech so they can make their own mechs. Interesting. Okay. So the Hydro Whippers successfully pull Zane out of the mech, but Zane's consciousness is still in the mech, but they just run away with his entire body. Wonder where this is gonna go. Alright, this is a maze that spells out a secret code. And then here we have the posters in the middle. First we have a poster of Lloyd that just says Lloyd. This one's actually really cool. Their graphic design department stepped up their game. Yeah, I love everything going on here. All the different shots of Scuba Lloyd, and like the colors in the background with Bojira and everything. This looks really nice. And okay, wow, this one's genuinely cool. I actually really want to hang this one up. Yeah, that looks amazing. I love Kalmar and all the Hydro Uppers in the background and Bojira right there. That looks sick. My only criticism of this poster is glutinous down here because it's really inconsistent, because everything else is a TV show render, but this is a minifigure render of glutinous, so that's why you can see he doesn't have eyeballs, but everyone else does. So yeah, that render's a little bit off, but everything else in this poster looks really nice. And I think it really encapsulates like the bad guy set of Seabound. So very well designed. Yeah, good job to the graphic design team on this one. Both posters are really good this time around. Alright, here we have a fight between Mammotus and Kalmar, and you just have to figure out which one hit the other one more times first. Interesting. And then this is a word search. I was a very big word search kid, so I would have loved this. Alright, and then now we're back to the comic. Alright, they're fighting to take Zane's body back. I just want you guys to read this speech bubble. I'm not going to comment on it. I just want you to read this entire panel and make up your own mind about that. Great Zane characterization there. I actually do really like, though, how they imply right here that the blade on the Evomech came from the Shuricopter. That's kind of a fun concept. And yeah, now you can see the Evo mechs all armored up to go into battle. And look at that, they defeated the snakes and they got Zane's body back. Yeah, I think this comic was fun. The best part was for sure the intro with Cole at the very beginning. Just seeing like how all the ninja are processing things differently. That's such a cool thing to see, and I'm really glad like the writers are showing that. And then the rest of the comic was just really, really goofy. Cool to see like one of the Evo sets make an appearance, but yeah, it was whatever. I liked it, it was fun, but nothing that important. Last month's was definitely better. And then here we have a whole bio page on Kai. It looks like they've been doing this a lot. Kai used to be afraid of water. In Season 14, there's no sign of that any longer. Well, there we go, another confirmation that Seabound is Season 14. But also, Kai doesn't actually go underwater in Season 14, so... Yep, they keep saying it in Season 14 Seabound. That's very funny. Okay, yep, this is cute. Just some info about Kai. Good for kids who may not have seen, like, the entire show. Alright, and then this is like a versus board game, which I won't go through all the rules here, because it seems actually kind of complex. But I think actually that's a lot of fun. It's good to see something like this is here. There's like a replayability aspect to this. It's not just like, oh, you do a maze once and you're done. I feel like kids would have a lot of fun with this. And then we have oh, this is new, an ad for the Star Wars magazine. Okay, cool. Win tickets to Brick Festival and a LEGO set. That's also new. Interesting. You have a chance to win the 4+ Destiny's bounty if you answer this tough question. Which of these is the Earth Ninja, Cole or Jay? Okay, you just literally have to send an email answering the question, and you have a chance to win that set. So if you guys are in the UK and you want a chance to win the 4+ Destiny's bounty, go ahead. And then finally, we have the advertisement for next month's magazine. I did have this one spoiled for me on Instagram, but yeah, this minifigure seems really disappointing. Next month, we have Core J coming, which is strange because the Core minifigures were coming in the Legacy magazines, so I didn't think they'd come in this one too. But yeah, no, it does look like he's next month. So I'm hoping this isn't for very long. Maybe we get 1 or 2 core figures and they switch to crystallized figures. But yeah, this figure comes in a $20 set and multiple other sets, so it's not one that I'm super excited for. That weapon does look cool though, and I'm still excited to see like the comic and whatnot. And then finally we have Ninja playing cards for 2 players. They've done something similar to this before, but yeah, you just have stats for all these different characters. Wow, you even have a Hydro Whipper card. And I've talked about this before, but like I had things like this that came on the back of cereal boxes and whatnot as a kid, and I would love to play with them. So something like this I would have gone crazy for. So it always makes me happy to see like whenever something like this is included. But that's about it for this magazine. So now let's move on to the minifigure, and then I'll give you my overall thoughts. Alright, let's get this little poly bag opened. So here is Scuba Zane, and overall, I actually really like this minifigure. The scuba suits are all very cool, and I think Zane's one of the best looking ones. The metallic silver on his torso looks great, and I love the bright blue and a little bit of yellow used. It all ties together really nicely, and it's a really cool looking color scheme. In terms of like the rarity of the figure, this is also a great one to get in the magazine, because I believe, the cheapest way to get him is $70? So obviously a magazine is much cheaper than paying $70, and this is the complete version of him. Like, this is the exact same one that comes in the $70 set. So for kids who like really like Zane who weren't able to get that set, this is a great way to get him. And if you already have that set, yeah, it's always nice to get an extra. This is also the last scuba suit that needed to come in these magazines, so now every single scuba suit has come in the magazine, so if you have a subscription to the magazine, you have the full line of scuba suits, which is actually very, very cool. Taking his mask and everything off, there you can see his face print. Also, in terms of his accessory, he just has like this little ray gun with a unicorn horn coming out to be like a little drill. And I think that's cute, but overall I'm not that interested in it. Sometimes his magazines come with like really interesting, really unique weapon builds. Like for example, what we saw is going to come with the J next month. But yeah, this is just sort of boring to me. I don't care for it too much. And then turning around, you can see on the back there's the scuba tank with the sword. And flipping that down there, you can see his back torso print. Again, the blue with the silver and the white all tied together really nicely. And I just love how it keeps this robotic look, but also very much feels like a scuba suit. Yeah, they did a great job with this one. But what are my overall thoughts on this magazine? I thought this one solid all around. The games this time around I think seemed especially good, which is personally the part of the magazine I care about least. But for the target audience, which is kids, I think that's actually very good. The comic was fun, but it definitely wasn't one of my favorites. I did really love the intro to it though, that was great to see. And then Scuba Zane is a good minifigure to get. Not the best one we've gotten, not the worst one we've gotten. But it's a solid minifigure just as a minifigure. And in terms of availability, this is by far the cheapest way to get him, so it's great to see he does come in a magazine. One more thing I will point out is I feel like this magazine was really discolored for me. Like, everything seemed to be printed really lightly. It might just be an issue with the batch I got, so we'll see if that continues next month. But yeah, that was a little disappointing. But yeah, as a whole, I was happy with this. I'd say it's not one you need to pick up, but if you're in a country where the magazine's available and you don't have a Scuba Zane yet, sure, why not? Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, the posters were fantastic this time around. Normally I don't care too much for the posters, but yeah, both of these were really, really good. But yeah, I think that's about all I have to say on this magazine. So let me know what you guys think of this one in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please press like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I do LEGO and Ninjago videos like this almost every day, so if you subscribe, you'll be the first to see them. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!